Hello and welcome to this episode of The Shawl Knitter Unplugged. I think it's episode number 8 and I'm coming to you from a rather chilly day in Sedgefield on the coast of South Africa, where we are heading into spring. But these last end of winter days and beginning of spring days always tend to be rather chilly, rather wet. We get some late rain and it's just making us hang on a little bit longer for the summer sunshine. Now, I really don't know what to do about this glasses situation because I hate it when my eyes are reflected with the lights around, but I will just do my best and look at you without my glasses on, which I can do, but I might have to be sitting them back on. So my name's Sita, and I started this podcast about 6 weeks ago now, I think, just because I wanted to share with you all the knitting that I do, my fiber journey, my love of shawls, my love of color. And as you might have recently noticed, I have also made one video on my upcoming tour to India. So my story is that I actually have lived in India for around about 12 years, up until 2019, when I was kind of forced to stay back at home in my land of my birth, South Africa, due to the pandemic and the lockdowns. I had come to visit my daughter and my granddaughter, and I was unable to return, and I have since had quite an amazing journey here in South Africa. I came back and I was all set to do a yoga festival, the Spirit Fest, which was every second year this happened, a lovely, lovely festival that I always partook in, and I traded there and sold various items, knitted things, meditation cushions that I used to make. And I went off to Botswana with my friend after the festival, and there I got locked down. So that was quite interesting. I was there for 4 months, and it was actually really lovely. We were on a farm in the middle of the bush, with lots of lovely wild animals roaming around and open skies, and we actually did not need to quarantine or stay separate, because that's basically how we were stuck there, and it was really lovely. I then returned to South Africa, and I finally realized that I would not be going back to India as soon as I thought. And I managed to eventually, only this year, find a lovely place to settle down on the coast. So I'm not trying to actually get settled, because next year I will be returning and taking one of my tours. I was taking tours to India, small intimate groups, up to the mountains, into the desert, on some very special journeys. And this I will continue doing. If you are interested in that, you can watch the video called The Mystic India Tour, February 2023. So today I'm back on track with episode number 8 of the Shawl Knitter Unplugged, and to share some knitting with you. Just right now, about an hour ago, I returned from a market that I was attending called Totti's Market. It's a small market. It was really lovely, a lovely day, met lots of people and chatted, and now I'm back and I am ready to show you what I've been busy doing this week. Well, I have, first of all, I guess you want to know what I'm wearing. I'm dying to show you. Here it is, my Garter Marla cardigan. I've worn it all day today. I've been outside. It's kept me warm. It's very long. I've shown it in all different forms and shapes, but here it is, and I can say it is just fantastic to wear. Very cozy. It's nice and long, and it really kept me warm today. I'm also wearing a little bit of flimsy fluff around my neck. which I'm kind of quite in love with. This is a little take on, I guess, the ascot that Caddy Jack's podcast has made a bit sort of famous of the moment. I decided not to go with that, and I saw one of my favorite podcasters, Pia from 50 Fabulous Knits, and she designed this gorgeous little thing that she calls the Heatwave scarf. So I made it, and it's just a cozy little trim. You know, it basically can go inside a coat, inside your shirt, under your collar, and I've made a few of them. They're light as a feather, really gorgeous, and you can either just, you know, tie them around and flap them over, or you can wear them on your hair. They're very light. You can have one to match every outfit, and I think they're gorgeous. So I have a few of these that I've made today. Otherwise, I have been working on various knitting projects. I've actually got quite a few on the go at the moment. Some shawls that I've ordered, or orders, and a pair of socks that I might have shown you the beginning of last time. I'm really in love with these socks. They are the first pair of socks designed by Stephen West. Sorry for the crinkle winkle. And they are called the Rain or Shine socks. And I have one done. And I'm really in love with them. They have this lovely slipped stitch pattern and a 2x2 rib. And yes, this wonderful garter heel that I'm very happy to be doing. It's a different garter heel to the one that I normally do, but it's nevertheless, it's a lovely sock. Now I discovered this pattern in my size calls for 60 stitches. Now I thought that would be a bit tight, but actually I've discovered that I really like a sock that hugs the foot. So I've started the second one. I'm well on my way with the second one. And I'm using some scraps and this beautiful ball of variegated, multicolored magic sock yarn from Big Fox Yarn Dyers. And this one was called Night Orchid. Night Orchid, this one is called. It's really lovely. So I'm using that along together with various other plain colors, and it's coming along nicely, and I'm looking forward to that sock. I've recently thrown out all my commercial socks, which I find just wear out, and I'm trying to only wear my own hand-knitted socks, which is really lovely. So apart from the socks, I've been doing some dyeing this week, and I haven't dyed up some wool for quite a while. So I was very excited to get this lovely base, which is a merino and linen base. I have had a merino linen before, but it was a singles, and this is a 2-ply. So I've dyed up some lovely colorways with some speckly bits and variegated colors and just having fun basically with color. I've made a few colorways, and I've made some semi-solids to go with the variegated. So this colorway is called Aquarius, and I quite like the greens and the teal and the turquoise with some splashes of red and yellow. It's a very nice colorway. It's a lovely soft yarn, and I'm really mad about it. So that's the one colorway I did. I then went into doing some lovely bright pink and orange, tangerine, blue, a whole mixture. This came out really nicely, and I decided to pair this not with the pink, but with this lovely tangerine, which I hope is showing up in there. So this is the semi-solid. I don't know if you can see. Look, the yellow, the top of it looks yellow because it's just actually quite luminous. but maybe if I turn it sideways. So that is the Tangerine Dream combination. If you're seeing yellow, there's actually no yellow in this at all. It's just the reflection from the light, because it is actually quite luminous. But that is totally fascinating to me to see that there is that yellow color. Gosh. So that was that one. And then I did a purpley blue indigo mix. And this also came out very nicely. It's also got bits of green in it and a few speckles of pinky purple. It's really soft and squishy. And this one is called Purple Haze, and it's paired with this lovely purple, which also isn't really showing up. It looks blue, but it's actually much more purple than blue. So that is what I have been brightening up my life with this past week, and I will be dyeing more soon, but I have a lot of projects on the go right now, so I have to kind of stick with my program and not get too carried away, because the dyeing, I can just go off on a total tangent into the dyeing. Yeah, a very exciting development. I see that the Stephen West's Mystery Knit Along is coming up, and that he has already put out his first advert, I guess, on Instagram, advertising kits that he's going to be putting out pretty soon. And it seems that this year's Mystery Knit Along is going to be called Twists and Turns, which makes me wonder, is it twisted stitches? Is it short rows that you're turning? Who knows? It's a wonderful mystery. So I do have some yarn put aside, actually, that I was going to use for another project, but I think it may work. I don't know yet, so depends. Let's see how many colors we need. I've got 4 colors. It's sort of a orangey, biscuity brown fade with some speckles. So I hope that will work, because it'll be nice if I already have the yarn all ready to go. So behind me here, I have the first West Knits Mystery Knit Along shawl that I ever made, the first Mystery Knit Along that I participated in, and that was the Speckle and Pop. There it is. This is also all my own hand-dyed yarns. I think this is around about 5 or 6 years old now. It was my first Mystery Knit Along. I really love it. It goes with all my lovely brights. I wear it a lot, even with my little Heatwave scarf. And yeah, I've made a few since then. I've done the shawlography, the winter lights, the slip extravaganza, which I really loved. That's actually, I think, my favorite so far, the slip extravaganza. I think I might have knitted 3 or 4 of those already. Then there was the Starflake. That was a lovely one. I don't think I made more than one of those. And yes, let's see what we have this week. Sorry, not this week, soon, coming up for September. Everybody will be getting ready for that. I think I'm ready. We just have to wait for October to get started. So I just wanted to let you know that I am having great fun doing this podcast, and I've had some lovely feedback from my viewers, from you lovely viewers out there. And every day I see people joining and subscribing, and people telling me their friend recommended me and commending me on the podcast. Well, that is just so encouraging, because I feel like such an amateur when it comes to making the videos. But it seems that it gets across, and people do enjoy it. So I want to just thank you for coming along to take a look. I'm going to keep my videos pretty short. You know, they're normally not longer than about 17 minutes. And this one today, I think, will be a little bit shorter. And I'll keep bringing you lots of entertainment and lots of knitting and some more dyeing. And yes, actually I did do a little bit of yarn shopping because I have actually quite a lot of scraps in my stash at the moment, which I used for this gorgeous Guatemala. Was all mild scraps. But I discovered a lovely new yarn shop in the city of George called I Love Yarn. And I found this lovely Katia wool called United Socks. It's a very nice sock wool, feels very smooth. So I decided that seeing as I am in the sock mood and will be knitting quite a few pairs of socks, and they come in these lovely little 25-gram balls, which are just so delightful. So you can, I like multicolored socks. So I got 1, 2, 3, 6 colors. Whoops, here they come. Lovely corally red, bright yellow, camel, black, dark green, and purple, which I think has just fallen down on the ground. So I should be able to get a few pairs of socks out of this, and I am looking forward to using it. I think it does have a little bit of nylon in it. For this, I do need my glasses. This is 75% wool and 25% polyamide, 25 grams, 100 meters. And it's really soft, very nice. It's a lovely twist. It looks like a 2-ply, and I am looking forward to making some new socks with that. So, dear friends, until next week, I'll love and leave you, and I hope you've had a fabulous weekend and that your week ahead is full of pleasant surprises. Please do subscribe if you haven't already, and you could give me a thumbs up, and if you want to know when my episodes come out, you can click on the bell and you will get a notification. So I will be interspersing the knitting videos with some of my India tour videos, and of course you're welcome to watch them all, and if you'd like to make any comments, I would welcome that too. So from me, I say thank you so much, take care, happy crafting, and thank you for coming.